Hello everyone and welcome. We're going to talk about the
Oscars.
We just watched it together with friends.
Was the 78th?
87th.
87th. Transverse those two numbers. Chad, is this MovieManCHAD? Let's do MovieManCHAD right now.
Yeah, we are.
Hello, I'm Derek Easley.
Act excited.
With MovieManCHAD!
Yay!
And we just had a great Oscars party that Chad hosted. Fish tacos, lots of friends, family, and fun times watching the Academy Awards.
Shout out to my dad. Cooks the food every year.
Catches that fish, right?
Catches that fish, cooks it.
And everyone eats it.
Everyone eats it.
It's delicious.
And then I had about 20, 25 friends come over and family. And we enjoyed the Oscars together. So this is just a quick little recap.
Despite it being a rainy day here in Los Angeles, they were dealing with the rain on the red carpet, and we were dealing with the rain with people having to drive places from traffic. But we all came together and enjoyed the time watching the Academy Awards with my friend Neil Patrick Harris hosting. I worked on How I Met Your Mother with him, and it was really cool to see him go from Tonys to what else has he hosted?
I think has he done the Emmys too?
Emmys, yeah, Tonys, Emmys, and now Oscars. So yeah, it was a good night. Yeah,
I was excited to have most of the people that came over are just some dear friends I've known throughout my life, and some of them just don't really care. They like to go to the movies, but I know me and Derek, we actually are passionate about this stuff.
Pretty much all the movies that got nominated.
Yeah, I would
whereas
say
a lot of, and this is. It's not a condemnation of America, because America votes with their dollar and they should be able to see whatever they want. But it is a condemnation, I feel, of the Academy. Even though of the 8 films nominated Best Picture, I enjoy all those films. A lot of our friends and family in this group with this Oscar viewing party had not seen
American Sniper.
Had not seen Imitation Game. They saw a lot of them saw American Sniper. But they did leave the party saying they wanted to see movies like Birdman and Still Alice, so that's cool if it can bring awareness to some films. But my 2 cents about that is that Oscars should nominate in excellence a couple more mainstream films. I'm not saying they need to win, but movies like Guardians and Interstellar and Rise of the Planet of the Apes and Hobbit and Mockingjay, these are good films critically and financially.
And people saw them.
They saw them, and they deserve some type of recognition.
So, some thoughts about the award show, or do you want to go through our ballot really quick? And
well, let's talk about just the show overall. Long as usual, but actually it didn't feel like it dragged too much. A lot of politics in this show. People, and it's their
time to shine,
their mouthpiece, and we had things covering from Alzheimer's, clean water. Patricia brought clean water, and her big moment was equal wages for women, and that we just saw that on the news. That's a trending thing now, and people are hashtagging it and retweeting it. Equal wages for women. Then we also had Selma,
yes, they had some things to say.
They talked about the Ferguson thing was in the song, and then of course they're talking about the relevancy of the film building up to modern day things, and then our Birdman guys made a couple political comments. So, but nothing too bombastic, I don't think.
What were some of your favorite? I have to say, I'm gonna get in detail and do my own video later, but I would say some of my favorites were the ones that they were thanking their mother or their wives or their girlfriends or boyfriends.
I like the J.K. Simmons moment in the beginning.
Yeah, he's like, don't text your mom or dad. Call them on the phone and have a conversation. Yeah. To me, that was some of the best speeches. All the political stuff, I really have no desire to talk about it. It's just them. They have a chance to spill out what they believe.
I'm not saying. I'm not here to
say don't. But
I'm not here to say for or against any of those subjects. I'm just noticing that there was a lot of politics tonight.
Yeah,
a lot of people who won awards had brought up something that they were passionate about, which it's a good thing to bring for awareness because they have a big audience. But sometimes it can create eye-rolling moments if people are there to award the art and not necessarily something that, some peripheral cause. But Neil Patrick Harris did a good job. The song and dance number in the beginning was awesome. Jack Black coming out, and that's another political thing. He was dissing the film industry when and the changes of it, depending on the Chinese and also how people watching screens on their phones. So it's kind of cool because he had a very NPH had a fun song and dancey thing about the love of motion pictures with Anna Kendrick, and here comes Jack Black, very rock. You know?
Kanye West in it.
Yeah, right. So that was a cool moment, I thought.
Yeah, I say some moments right now that I'm going to go in more detail, but I like the Everything Is Awesome song.
Yes, that's probably our favorite moment.
My favorite moment, and also I would say surprised the hell out of me. I'm a fan, but I expect her to do something outrageous and crazy. She kept it classy. Lady Gaga with The Sound of Music. That was, even my mom came up, she's like, I don't know about this Lady Gaga person, but I got in, she cried over that because it's The Sound of Music.
And then Julie Andrews came out afterwards and you know, talked to her and everything. So that was great. That's
some of my favorite moments of the show. I will get maybe the ballots right now because all the surprises, and
I wanted to remember some more MPH jokes. I did like going back to the political thing. It's dying. So going back to the political thing, this was a funny moment. They're talking about Citizen 4 winning for documentary.
Yeah.
And NPH said, "Oh, he's not here for good reason." And so the audience was like,
there was a lot of moments in the show where there was some political stuff talking, and you could hear like a like, oh, they don't agree with just what was just said.
So that was a funny thing. John Travolta, we both thought was really funny.
Yeah, the John Travolta stuff with him to
Idina Menzel
come back and say, I have a sense of humor, I get the joke, I'm a part of it, and I can make fun of myself. So that was great. That was a great moment of the show.
So let's get into the picks. There's 24 categories. I didn't do as good as normal. I would normally get like 18, 19 correct. But we were in competition.
Very humble about that, right?
Yes, I'm very humble about it. But Chad and I were in competition, and we tied.
What was... Oh, if it's 24 awards, and how many each?
We got 14 correct each.
14 correct
14
each.
to 14. Wow. So, original song, how do we feel about that? We both would have liked Everything's Awesome. But
Everything Was Awesome. Performance was just incredible. I was happy to see Beyond the Lights, but I thought Selma was going to win because it was barely nominated. Right. There you go.
Grand Budapest Hotel won for original score and a couple other things. Yeah. I'm glad that they got some type of recognition.
Yeah, they got everybody. Keep in mind, everybody that was nominated for Best Picture won something tonight. So that's pretty cool.
You call a couple Whiplash ones, like sound editing.
I was happy about that. You know, we knew that J.K. Simmons was going to win, but it was nice to see some of those wins as well. The sound and the drums.
American Sniper won for sound editing.
Yeah, got one.
Visual effects.
Interstellar.
Interstellar.
You figured that. I was hoping for Guardians.
Yeah.
But
Makeup.
Guardians, but it's Grand Budapest, which deserved it, of course.
Costume, Budapest again. Foreign language, we both said.
Ida, which I finally saw on Netflix, and I picked it, and I'm glad it won because it's the one that it deserves to win the award. Where'd you see it?
Netflix.
Awesome.
Citizen 4, we'll call that for the documentary. Oh, you actually said Last Days of Vietnam.
I said Last Days of Vietnam, but I lost.
Animated short, I said...
The Dam Keeper.
Oh, we both said The Dam Keeper, but they went Disney.
They went Disney, and I would say Feast is great.
Feast is great.
But Dam Keeper, have you seen The Dam Keeper?
Yeah.
I love that. This is a great story, and the animation, and a lot of...
They went Disney for both animated.
Yeah, whatever. Oh, Big Hero 6, so congratulations to Disney again.
Yeah. Another good movie, but we had gripes with them not nominating
Lego Movie
or Book of Life.
Book of Life.
But what should have actually won Best Animated was Song of the Sea. You thought?
If I could have picked Song of the Sea, I would have liked to win, but I don't think it would have had a chance. Because Lego Movie is the best animated movie of 2014.
Adapted screenplay went to Imitation Game.
Imitation Game, yeah.
Cinematography, Birdman.
Birdman, of course, same guy who won for Gravity last year.
2 years in a row.
2 years in a row. Congratulations, dude.
Original screenplay.
Birdman. I was so happy about that because I'm like going back from we were like Boyhood, Birdman, because Boyhood hasn't won anything. I mean, it did win for Best Supporting Actors. Patricia Arquette, which I didn't think really deserved it, but whatever. But I like Boyhood. I love Boyhood. Number 15 on my list out of the top 30. But I was happy when I really was excited when I was like, oh my gosh, there's maybe a chance, and then keep on going.
Director.
Oh my god, that was a shocker. Even though I was like, I hope it's Alejandro. It's probably going to be Richard Linklater, but I hope it's Alejandro. And then he won, and then we're like, oh, this is going to good places. But they could still give it to Boyhood. They could still give it to Boyhood.
Patricia Arquette, we mentioned that. Best Supporting Actor went to J.K. Simmons. That was kind of a slam dunk.
And probably had one of the best speeches of the night. So.
Yeah, that happened very early on.
More respect for the farmer's insurance man.
Yes, indeed. And
Superman, Spider-Man.
Yes, indeed.
Yes.
Actress. We both called Julianne Moore. Still also fantastic. I wish Rosamund Pike could have won. Although I really can't take anything away from Julianne Moore's performance. Obviously, it was fantastic. But I'm a big Gone Girl fan, and she kind of
you should just be happy that it got nominated.
It didn't get nominated Best Picture. Damn it. Actor. This was a good year for actors. I think, even though we agree, people like Jake Gyllenhaal got left out. Yeah. But of who got in here, we both wanted Michael Keaton.
I wanted Michael Keaton. The guy's never won before. And I expected Eddie Redmayne, and there you go.
Eddie Redmayne won. And his speech was great.
Yeah.
He was very excited, very humble.
ALS.
But Michael Keaton did get to speak at one point, and when he got to speak was because...
Birdman won Best Picture! I can't believe it! Here's the Blu-ray that I picked up this week.
Yes.
So happy. I couldn't be more happy. And, for a while, Boyhood was the clear winner, was winning everything. And, and I love Boyhood. I'm not a hater of it, but I can understand that you think it's overrated. I totally understand that.
That's the thing. I like Boyhood. I like the craft of it. I'm a big fan of Richard Linklater, and I just think it's very popular because of the 12-year thing, and I think there's been so much kind of hype and hoopla, and I sometimes don't like it when there's someone who's kind of like christened Boyhood's gonna win. It's like I like the idea that there's more kind of a competition or mystery.
Well, to me, the better film won. Yeah, and it was so happy, and of course I captured that on camera, and I'm gonna put that on YouTube.
Which you'll see,
and hopefully people will get a chance to see our reaction, because we were like, oh my gosh, I was so nervous because I was like, if it's Boyhood, I'll be fine with it. I can live with it, but I want Birdman. Birdman's already won screenplay and director, please. And when it did, it was just like. Yes.
So let me ask you a question. So what is something you feel that this Oscars did to set themselves apart, and then what's something that you wish they could have gone back and done differently?
Well, no montages, and then no montages. There you go. There you go. That's it. I mean, really quick, no montages. That was the weirdest thing, that there was not a single montage that I saw. Only one was when they showed the people who passed away. But there was no celebrating action and celebrating drama and celebrating comedy. There was nothing like that at all. And I love the guy. We love the host of the show, and I think he did a fine job. But I just felt like he didn't really.
Yeah, he did.
He didn't really hit it.
The great song and dance
Ellen
number.
DeGeneres did a better job last year.
Ellen, did the great thing with ordering the pizza in the audience and the selfie. He went out in the audience and did a thing with stand-ins, and did a thing with how do you pronounce his name? The actor from Selma.
David Oyelowo.
Had him read a thing with the British accent, which was okay. And then he did a whole bit. NPH did a whole bit with his Oscar predictions locked in a box, and.
It had a decent payoff.
Yeah.
Decent payoff.
But
And I like the beginning, as you said, the beginning, but overall. Anyways.
I guess one of the funnier moments is when he comes out in his underwear, and then you see Whiplash.
That was good. That was good.
You're off not my tempo.
But anyways, that's just a small little recap of the show.
It was a fun show, and we're big Oscar fans. We love the industry. We love film, and we've been watching the Academy Awards for decades now, and looking forward to watching it.
My parents probably are like, we should never watch, because they were the one that got me into it. They're like, we watch it every year, and now they're probably like, what did we do?
Yeah.
Our Chad is so obsessed with film. Our Chad. Anyways, I do want
Billy Crystal, and
and even that, I remember watching the incident where they had Snow White and Rob Lowe.
Yeah.
Anyways, before we close out this video, I want to thank Derek for coming. I want to thank all my friends who showed up, and for the ones that wanted to come because of the rain and other situations couldn't make it. I missed you, and I'm thinking about you, and I wish you wish you would have came. Again, thank my parents and my dad for the food. Really appreciate it. And Birdman won. I'm just happy about Birdman.
Birdman.
So there you go. All right, everyone. Derek, who you are, really quick, and then we'll close out.
Who I are is Derek Easley.
What wrong are you wrong?
What wrong am I wrong?
Yeah.
You can find me on IMDb under Derek Easley. That's DEREKEASLEY. Under Twitter at Fortress of Derek. You can also find me on Facebook, and I also write and do videos for GameFob.com.
Awesome. And I'm MovieManCHAD. Thank you so much for watching. In the comment box below, what are your favorite and least favorite moments of tonight's show? And that's it. Thank you so much for watching.
Check out We Live Film. Check out LBAFA.
LBAFA, Movie Pilots, and please subscribe. Bye. To 2015. Here we come.